We're going to get started today with some simple self-portraits. So you should have a drawing guide next to you. It's going to have all of the steps that we're going to be following, and then we should also have an idea sheet. And I made mine two separate pages. Yours might be front to back. We'll just have to kind of see, but we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to follow along with this together. So we're going to pick up our pencil to start with. I'm using a Sharpie so that you can see it, but you guys are going to start with pencil just in case we make a mistake. Then we can erase it. But the first step here, it says draw a U for our face. So we're going to just start with a big letter U, and we want it to take up most of our page. We don't want it to be teeny tiny. Then it's going to be really, really hard to draw those facial expressions, okay? So we want it to take up most of the paper. So I'm going to start about here, kind of have it come down, and then back up. And it's okay if it's not symmetrical. Mine's a little bit off there. Totally fine. The second step, and I can always pause the video if we're going too fast, but the second step is to add ears, neck, and shoulders. And it says no tiny, skinny necks, right? We don't have a little teeny tiny neck. We want that to actually be able to support our head. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my ears off to the sides. So this one's pretty easy. It's just like a letter C. And then try to go directly across there. And then we've got a backwards letter C. And if you can tell, mine aren't exactly the same. They're not symmetrical. That's totally fine. Okay? I'm going to move down here. I'm just going to draw my neck. And then a curved line at the bottom. And then my shoulders. So my shoulders are going to kind of come over and then down. And we don't want teeny tiny shoulders either, right? That's not going to support us very well. And it might look a little goofy. So make those shoulders nice and wide. All right, so there's the basics. Now, we're going to start working on our hair. So we're going to draw the bottom hairline. And when I do that, I'm going to start and end at the ear. So I'm going to start at this ear and maybe go to that ear, or vice versa. Okay, so I have long hair and I have kind of curly hair, but I'm going to draw some long hair. So I'm going to actually start right here. Okay, and my hair kind of comes like this. And then it's going to come back down to my other ear, okay? Your hair, if you have straighter hair or if you have short hair, maybe instead of looking like that, if I just draw my letter U here really quick and I add my ears so you can see where those are, maybe yours is going to kind of start here and maybe it's going to swish along like this, okay? And then it comes back down like that. All right, so you can be looking at that idea sheet and try to figure out, okay, exactly what does my hair look like? Maybe I want it to be up, so it's going to look more like this. Maybe my hair is just straight across, so it's going to come like that. Okay, so really look at that idea sheet to help you out. Making mistakes is okay. We can always erase them. All right, I'm going to stick with this one. Now we're going to draw the top hairline. That's step number 4 if you're following along with the sheet there. So if I was doing a short hairstyle, maybe I'm drawing a boy, maybe you're a boy, then it might kind of come along like this, and then maybe I got some little spikes there, and then it comes back like that. If I was drawing my own hair and I wanted kind of longer hair, I should have probably done pencil because I probably would end up erasing that, but just ignore it. Okay, and then it's going to come down like this, and then same thing, and then maybe I want to add some of those like individual hairs, so I'm going to kind of add some of those in there. I don't have to get too crazy, and we don't have to color this in because we're going to color it in differently later on. Okay, so there's those. Now I think this is the most fun part, adding our facial expressions. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to draw our eyes next to our ears. So they're going to be right in line with our ears. Okay, so let's see. I might look at this and kind of think, okay, maybe I'm smiling so hard my eyeballs are closed. Or maybe they're open, maybe they're partially closed, maybe I have glasses and I'm just going to draw simple circles. Whichever eyes that you like, that's what I would encourage you to try. So I'm going to go ahead with my eyes, and I'm going to start with a curvy line and do the same one on that side. Again, they might not match. That's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay for things not to look symmetrical or exactly the same. Okay, I'm going to add, that's the iris, the colored part of my eye. And then I'm going to do a circle like this for my pupil. Okay, so then I'm going to try to do something similar on this side. If it doesn't look exactly the same, it's okay. It's normal. All right, so there we go. I've got my two eyes. Maybe I'm going to add some lashes. Okay, and then I should probably add some eyebrows, otherwise I'm going to look a little crazy with no eyebrows. So those I can go ahead and just color in right away. Eyebrows are pretty small anyway. Okay, fill that out. Try to make them look similar, but it's okay if they don't. All right, and then keep going with step number 5. We're going to draw our nose halfway from our eyes to chin. So again, looking at my idea sheet, I kind of like this nose. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of flip it and have it kind of come down like that. That looks pretty cool. Okay, and then step 6 is to draw a mouth and add more details. So I wish you could see this under my mask, but I like to smile a lot. You guys probably remember that from last year. So I'm going to draw a big smiling face like this. Maybe I'll even add some lines like that to the side. I can add my chin down below, and then it kind of looks like my mouth is just kind of crazy like that. So I'm going to draw a line that kind of comes like this and like that to kind of represent my teeth a little bit. Okay? So there's that one. I'm going to repeat those steps one more time. So maybe with this one, I'm going to keep my eyes super simple. I'm just going to go with those circles. Remember, it is a self-portrait, so we want it to look like ourselves. But this one obviously doesn't really look like me. I did have short hair for a while, but not anymore. And then maybe add my little nose. And this guy, he's smiling, but not a super big smile, just kind of like that. Okay, there's that. So we're going to keep working on those. If you make a mistake, if we want to start over, we totally can. We're just trying to do our best, trying to draw a pretty cool self-portrait. I should probably stop.